Hey guys, my name's Aman Muleva. I'm studying in SVC Bangalore, and today my topic is on Raspberry Pi Embedded Computing Platform. We're going to walk through the content. So we are going to study about embedded system, introduction to Raspberry Pi, physical specifications, operating system, programming language, evolution of Raspberry Pi, challenges and limitation which Raspberry Pi faces, applications of Raspberry Pi, future of Raspberry Pi, and some project ideas you guys can work on during your free time. What is an embedded system? An embedded system is a combination of computing hardware and software designs for a specific function. Embedded systems may also function with a larger system. The systems can be programmable or have a fixed functionality. Examples of embedded systems are automobiles, mobile phones, industrial machines, and medical equipments. And the boundary doesn't stop here. Mostly each and everything what we use in our day-to-day life are embedded systems. Introduction to Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a low-cost credit card-sized computer that plugs into a computer monitor or a TV and uses a standard keyboard or a mouse. It is capable little device that enables people of all ages to explore computing and learn how to program languages like Python, Scratch, C++, Java. It is capable of doing everything you'd expect a normal computer to do. What's more is Raspberry Pi has the ability to interact with the outside world and has been used in a wide array of digital maker projects, from music machines and parent detectors to weather stations and tweeting birdhouses with infrared cameras. We want to see the Raspberry Pi being used by kids all over the world to learn programming and understand how computers work. We're going to learn now about the specifications of Raspberry Pi. As you guys can see, there are Ethernet ports, USB ports, audio jack, camera module ports, HDMI ports, micro USB power, micro SD card slot, and general purpose input and output pins for connecting electronic components. So basically, this is just a normal motherboard but compact in size. It has each and every functionality what a normal computer needs, but in a palm of your hand. Operating systems used by Raspberry Pi. Raspbian. Raspbian or Raspberry Pi OS is a Linux-based operating system specifically for Raspberry Pi. It is packed with all the necessary tools and features that are required for a day-to-day use. It will possibly run on every kind of Raspberry Pi board, except with a few exceptions. That is the Raspberry Pi's Pico edition because it has a low computing power and a form factor. The second one is Noobs. New out-of-the-box software or simply Noobs. It is an operating system installer for Raspberry Pi delivered primarily on an SD card which contains a variety of operating systems, out of which we can choose one we want to install on a Raspberry Pi. It was made because of the hassle of burning an OS on an SD card, which was reduced, and for people who are new to Raspberry Pi, don't want a hassle to have a very complicated start. Programming languages used in Raspberry Pi. The following languages are pre-installed, but then you can even go ahead and install your desired languages. The pre-installed ones are Python, C, C++, and Scratch, but then you can even install Java, or if you're a web developer looking for services, you can install Linux-based programming languages too. Evolution of Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi initially started on the year 2012, but I've only covered 4 models, and then there'll be a version list of all the models Raspberry Pi has created. As you guys can see, that it started with a 700 megahertz ARM based processor with only 512 megabytes of RAM, and it had a small GPU card on it. Power source was micro USB, and it had the SD card slot back then too. It is the minor differences between the boards and the minor differences between the processing of the processor has been improved every year, As you guys can see, in 2015, it was a 1 gigahertz single core ARM based processor. And then when you go to the 2016 model, it was 1.2 gigahertz Broadcom and ARM based processor. And you guys can even see that the RAM size had increased from 512 megabytes to 1 GB, and the USB ports had increased from just two to then four. And in the next generation, which we currently use the most, is the Raspberry Pi Computing Module 4, and it has a 1.5 gigahertz 64-bit quad-core ARM-based processor with 1, 2, or 4 or 8 GB of RAM specifications, and a lot of different specifications which are not mentioned here, but then once you have it on your palm, you just feel the difference. The versions of Raspberry Pi is list down here: Pi 1 Module B, Pi 1 Module A, Pi 1 Module B plus, Pi 1 Module A plus, Pi 2 Module B, Pi 0, Pi 3 Module B, Pi 0W, Pi 3 Module B plus, Pi 3 Module A plus, Pi 4 Module A, Pi 4 Module B, which was the most used, and Pi 400, which was recently launched. Challenges and limitations. One of the challenges of Raspberry Pi is the processing power. While it is a powerful computing platform, it may not be able to handle certain tasks that requires more processing power. This can be especially challenging for users who want to use Raspberry Pi for complex projects such as machine learning or data analysis. Another limitations of Raspberry Pi is its compatibility with certain softwares. While there are many applications available for Raspberry Pi, not all softwares are compatible with the platform. This this can make it difficult for users who need to use specific softwares for their project. Application of Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a versatile computing platform that has found application in a variety of fields. In the field of education, Raspberry Pi is used to teach programming and electronics to students. Its affordability and ease of use makes it an ideal tool for introducing children to the world of technology. In home automation, a Raspberry Pi can be used to control various household appliances and devices, making it more efficient and easier to manage. In robotics, Raspberry Pi is used to build robots and other automated systems. Its small size and lower power consumption makes it perfect for embedded systems that require mobility and flexibility. With its GPIO pins and camera modules, Raspberry Pi can be used to create sophisticated robotic systems with advanced sensing and control capability. Future of Raspberry Pi. The future of Raspberry Pi is bright and exciting. As the demand for affordable and versatile computing platform continues to grow, Raspberry Pi is poised to become a major player in the industry. With its low cost and open source nature, Raspberry Pi has already gained a strong following among hobbyists and educators. Looking ahead, we can expect to see even more innovations and growth from the Raspberry Pi community. From new hardware designs to innovative software applications, the possibilities are endless. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just curious thinker, Raspberry Pi is sure to offer something exciting in the years to come. Project ideas for Raspberry Pi. AI Home, Raspberry Pi with Alexa, Docker and Kubernetes related projects for the DevOps, a Raspberry Pi portable camera, SMS proxy server, WordPress backup server, Raspberry Pi Solar Tracker, Security Cam, and I'll give you a GitHub repository link in the description if you guys are curious on more projects based on Raspberry Pi. Conclusion. In conclusion, Raspberry Pi is a versatile and an affordable computing platform that has a wide range of applications, from education to home automation and robotics. With its various models and accessories, users have a flexibility to customize their projects and create unique solutions to everyday problems. While there are some limitations to its processing power and software compatibility, The future of Raspberry Pi looks bright with potential for innovation and growth. As you embark on your own Raspberry Pi journey, remember to tap into the resources available in the vibrant community, including forums and online tutorials. With determination and creativity, the possibilities are endless. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Raspberry Pi world. Thank you.